11.
11. Good roll.
I'm so excited. Oh my god. That's okay.
I have a video diary. This is for me.
12.
12.
7, 8, 9. 17.
There you go.
There you go.
That's gonna put you over 17.
There's your wisdom stat.
Oh dang.
Oh.
What is that? What is that?
What's 18?
18. Oh shit!
Oh,
she rolled
shit.
max.
Oh my
You're rolling
god.
triple six?
Yeah, 6 and a 5.
Oh
And a
my
5.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Alright, one more.
Yes.
One more.
And there you go. There's your balance.
7.
Oh Jesus.
I'm good at 2 things and 2 things only.
I'm really good at 2 things. I'm okay at a couple others, and then I'm really shit at this one.
Yeah,
thing.
those are garbage at the last 2.
Yeah.
Garbage.
That is amazing, first off. And
Yeah.
let me add these up here, make sure.
A couple more of these, but out of some actual decent wood. I just built that out of scrap I had lying around. And then on this front piece of wood right here, along the edge of the table, we're actually putting these little plates in there for a USB port.
Oh,
That'll
badass.
be
Okay.
powered so that everybody can charge their phone.
Awesome.
And then I want to put an outlet on one of the legs, so just in case anybody needs to charge something.
Wrong with this?
Alright, I need you to go ahead and actually give me 1 second. Huh?
Did you say you too?
Said I need you to go ahead and
Oh Jesus! I
Go
was
ahead and
like,
put on these shackles and go directly to jail.
it's okay. I'll get you out.
what I believe is a wisdom save.
God damn it.
Oh god, what did he draw? What did he
God
draw?
fucking damn it.
What did he draw?
I am not proficient in wisdom saving.
Oh no.
So just is it my wisdom
Wisdom
modifier?
save.
Whatever happened to you, you fucking deserve this.
What happened? What happened?
6.
Okay. So her spell save DC is 18. So as you flip the lid
Oh, so I didn't even get
and
the
immediately you
Hold person.
and freeze.
Oh, thank god.
Thank God.
At which point she reaches across the counter, pulls the deck from your hand, closes it. I would like you all to leave now. Looks at you.
I can't move.
Do we have an understanding?
We absolutely do.
Hi, I'm Edna.
No, but if you want me to leave,
Do we
I
have an
will leave.
understanding? Make another wisdom save.
17.
What happened?
Spell maintains.
I guess.
Our friend here
Leave.
tried.
Can I move now?
Our friend here tried
And
to
then
get.
you feel the spell release.
I turn around and walk straight out.
What just happened?
I'm following him out immediately. What in the
I walk
hell?
out slowly.
As just Edna, like, just looking back at the shopkeeper, like, what just happened? What just happened?
Edna.
Okay, bye!
Okay.
What in the hells?
Morty.
I tried to take a closer look.
You tried to meddle in things that are way above us.
Hey, Morty.
I tried to take a closer look.
Table's looking nice.
Thank you. This should be done by next week, the DM screen. This is the, we just did this rough one.
Sweet.
We got it, this was the wood that will be used, but it hasn't been sanded or stained
Oh.
or anything.
Micah mentioned something about you wanting art for the screen.
He mentioned that to you, huh?
Yes, he did.
Nerd. Yes, so we were just...
I won't charge if it's for the game.
Well, it's something that would just be whenever, like eventually. But like, for example, this is the general idea.
You want to make a gun item for me real quick? Have it drop out of the sky? 'Cause that would be helpful.
Joke's on you, it was on the monk.
That's why he yeeted out of there so quick.
I just realized this is my character had. I completely didn't use last time. That would have been helpful.
So it would be helpful pretty quick.
What?
Remember the rock that he gave us?
Oh, god damn, the rock.
Can you smell it?
Yep, the one that I wasted all my
Some slots on
Yeah.
here.
I used
Whoops.
mine.
I will not hear a word against Dwayne Johnson.
Wait, I didn't get a rock, did I?
No, because you're a goddamn tank and you didn't take damage.
That's right, I didn't.
Jordan knows if you got a rock, it would break.
Yeah, listen.
Because you don't get it.
Listen, you're
Use
fucking...
the healing rock. You take 48 damage.
Yeah, listen, you're fucking... I've told you this already, you're fucking Bugs Bunny levels of hard to kill.
Yeah.
Or hit. That being said, he'll make sure Edna's the first to go down.
So, where we left off...
I'm hunting snake people.
Yeah.
Piss in my mouth and tell me it's ready. The expression is piss on my leg. If you pissed in your mouth, you would know. Oh yeah, you're right. Be like, that's my mouth. Please pee somewhere else.
Yeah, so these, for those of you who actually have all things, I just had them in there so you could hold them if you wanted them. If not, just let me know, and I'll take those
that's
back.
what it's for.
Okay. That's what we're doing.
I have one of those, but I think it's still sitting on top of our TV stand.
Yeah, it is.
See, you saw how I found the use for it?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
What did I do
These,
with-
I
oh,
do
there
need
it
a
is.
couple of these down, but that'll be it. Can you move that black basket? I'll take it in just a minute.
No problem. Where do you want me to set it down?
If you just set it in
Just
front of you
set
for
it-
now, and then I'll take it in a minute. I'll
sure.
take it when I go back over.
No problem.
I do need a couple of these down, just because we didn't make enough buildings in time. This
Oh,
one.
can you have them like so they'd be roofs?
There are no pitched roofs. When Morty and I built,
Come back to me in a few minutes.
What are you doing, Ken?
Making a character.
Yeah, what is Arydun doing?
For what?
In this.
Where
Where
are
is
you
it?
blending in or trying to hide? What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna try and look natural, not hidden, but like.
Where are you?
She's here with Scar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're just trying to
I'm just trying to look natural, like
chilling in an
just chilling in an alleyway. Yeah.
Alright, performance check then.
Fuck.
I believe in you, honey.
I have a negative modifier. It's got a
You're doing okay.
I think I do too. So
We'll be fine.
yeah, I definitely do. That is. That's a 5.
Well, good night, everybody.
I don't like that he's writing it down.
And I'll come back at the end for Katarina. Keshev, what are you doing? Hiding or blending in somewhere?
I am...
Depends on the skill level.
And they're
For
both...
you will definitely be performance, right?
I mean, my
Oh wait, no,
performance...
you're a warlock.
My performance and my stealth are the same bonus, so I'll go stealth.
Okay. So I mean,
You
where
try to
are you?
hide. He's at that one over there.
Alright, so you're trying to hide in the alleyway. Go roll me a stealth check.
Oh!
Roll one.
So you are not hidden.
I'm hiding!
Luckily, he's
I'm
not going to pass by you.
But you hear kind of rushed footsteps come up behind you, and you feel a hand clamp on your shoulder, and you're heaved over onto your back. Wham! You look up and you see a hooded figure, and from this hood, just poking out from the into the light, you're only able to make out the features from about here down, and you see fine male features coming out of the hood, and you watch as the lips part, and you hear them say, "Stay." And then they pull from the cloak that comes around their arms. You see the same cloak that Scar wears.
Shit.
Kind of like pull the cloak up from over their shoulder, raise one hand up, and you see in their hand reminds you immediately of Scar's daggers when he throws them, and then they kind of into a puff of smoke. You see kind of dripping off of the hand, the whole hand. You see like a thick black smoke dripping off the entire hand, and in that hand you see a hand crossbow come out, and as he says, "Stay," he fires it once into you.
Yeah, I would like to disassociate now.
This,
I didn't get my camera open fast.
this is what
I think it looks very nice.
You douchebag! I didn't say anything. I was just like, have y'all seen Jordan lately? And he said no. I was like, oh boy.
Oh man.
It looks on brand.
Remember the
It does look on brand, yeah.
On brand.
You're missing a sleeve tattoo though.
Yeah.
I think it looks very nice. I think it looks very
remember
nice.
the concept of negative inspiration? Remember that coming up in passing?
That's why I said it looks nice. And I mean that. It does look nice.
He's lying.
I am.
Told was me about what happened.
Oh, but you have a problem.
But Daldak, yeah.
Why do you have a problem with the Goliath guy?
He knows what he did.
Yep. Everybody downstairs?
Morty,
Edna,
she steps in front of the door. Why do you have a problem?
we can't do anything about it right now. It is beyond our capabilities. When the time comes, I'll ask you for your help.
Why? What's so special about Leocan?
I don't like him.
Why?
He kicks really hard.
Oh, did he kick him? I thought he just fucking like
What?
He did everything.
Yeah.
kicked your liver out your asshole.
We got in a fight. It didn't go well for me.
It was not very productive.
Is that why your chest was bleeding yesterday?
Indirectly, yes.
So you need his head?
Not yet.
Not yet.
One day.
Okay. Alright.
Edna, do not try and handle this on your own. Promise me that.
I can't, Morty.
You have to. That's the condition that I will make these papers.
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Dude, that's how you play the game, man. That's
Alright.
The nip.
Let's go downstairs. No.
Charming.
Hey guys. I have a favor to ask.
This ought to be good.
I recently lost some money. And I think I know where some of it wound up.
Is this gambling or?
Not directly.
Fair enough.
It was a gamble. Keshev, it has something to do with what we talked about.
Ah, fair enough. Understood.
What did you talk about?
If he wants to tell you, that's his business.
That's what she does.
I'm tired of people telling me that! She does shout that.
Edna, it has in a way something to do with which I made you promise about.
Oh.
But yes, I would like to get some of this gold back. It's attached to a wizard who is not a good person. Scar, he's myriad. Scar says, let's kill him.
Let's
Edna
go.
probably does too after the
He
mention.
pulls out a dagger and starts like flipping between his fingers. Where is he? Where is he?
Keshev, is this against your rules?
What's his name?
I'd rather not kill him if we have the choice.
I can't allow him to get back with word of who was there for mainly you guys' safety. Because if he reports back to somebody, Keshev, it's not going to be pretty. I've been down that bumpy road.
I'll do it. I'll kill him.
Fair enough.
Keshev, these aren't great people. Granted, I mean, you know, I am not an innocent myself, but
that said, and I'm looking at Nixie as I say this, if blood for blood is the code, then fine.
This is essentially like a little thing that came up. Dude killed him, basically.
oh, not basically.
Yeah.
He did.
But you guys don't know that, alright?
Actually killed him. No, I know.
They don't.
He knows.
I know that.
Yeah, you know that. Did I point at you?
Motherfucker, I can't see you.
Anyway, and they stole a bunch of his money. this came up as an opportunity for him to get a little bit of revenge and take a little bit of that money back. Essentially, you guys were given information from a reliable source that there is a high elf that's going to show up here in this little meeting place
With my fucking money.
with some of his money to buy something from that we know you guys don't know what, from an unknown buyer. You were basically just saying, hey, here's an opportunity to fuck up the guy, one of the right-hand men of the guy who fucked you up, and steal some of your money back.
Can you pass me one too?
So he's going to be meeting here. They got here about 15 minutes early to set up an ambush,
Okay.
and that's what they're in the middle of doing.
Okay.
What you're looking at here is a little 25 by 20 foot building with a little shack, busted out windows, shitty little, just an old abandoned shack.
Okay.
And right here is
With an
the
explosive barrel at the
yeah, that
window.
black square is an explosive, a barrel full of gunpowder that he put there.
Nice.
Keshev just noticed that for the first time.
She's been following us around for weeks.
Oh god. Okay.
All right, maniacal, evil maniacal laugh woman.
Shut the fuck.
Suddenly,
You guys see a high elf, and you don't see it. You haven't seen a lot of them around in Kymel. I mean, you've seen more in Kymel than you did like in Drena per se, and you saw a decent number in Western. But you see this high elf approaching from a distance. He's attempting to remain somewhat stealthy, not trying to sneak in, but not trying to announce his presence. But everybody, but you two, see him coming in. He's got dark gray robes with like purple trim. It's a dark purple as well. It's very little hard.
No, I don't.
No, I know. But he's coming in. He's approaching in from a little bit of a more southward angle than you would have thought coming from town. But he is still coming from the direction of town. So he's coming in more from this direction. However, just in case there was something that you wanted to do, everybody but you two, you see him when he's still a good distance out, several hundred feet out, kind of romping through. On his way over.
I just let him go.
Okay. So as you guys. Nobody else doing anything? Alright, so as you guys
She will cast the stone like on herself, just getting ready.
Okay.
how long does that last?
10 minutes.
Okay.
How long would it take?
Alright, so because I have like 100 of these and I know
Because we don't
everybody's
know
got a
how
fucking stone with them,
long does it take
these are
to
going to be
cast?
I actually don't
shields
think
of-
you gave me one.
I can only make 3.
No, that's
Yeah, he
fine.
gave one to you, Scar, and me.
I gave to the melees.
Yeah, that's more than fine. That more than makes up
that
for
on
it.
Scar.
Yes.
And who else got one? Keshev?
No, Sheridan.
Oh, it's
You.
There we
okay.
go. Okay.
Alright, so does everybody cast it?
Yeah.
Nope.
Is very
You don't.
Oh,
you
then-
save yours.
I'm
Then
waiting.
I will put it here
My dog bit
and
me.
wait.
Okay, I got black
All right.
everywhere. So.
As dogs are wont to do.
You got another one? What? Okay, yeah, so he comes in
Don't judge her.
on approach from that angle, comes up to the front side of the building, kind of comes around, walks around to the front, stops,
Smells gunpowder.
stops there, kind of stands. You see him kind of checking the ridgeline,
Okay.
like just over the edge, just over where the hills and the 200-300 foot, depending on which direction, range are. He's like kind of checking those hills. He checks from where we are over towards. I almost called you Pote just now, Michael. That is.
Potate.
Yeah, that's bad. The direction that Michael's sitting, he's kind of checking off that way because you all are aware that's the direction of the Iron Sea Ridge. You see like the
Probably because
foothills.
my tree is see-through. Everybody else's.
It's Caldora. You knew the trees were transparent. But he's checking there. Doesn't seem to like have any reaction. He's just kind of expectantly watching.
Huh? There's a bunch of assholes over there.
I mean, could I make a perception or insight check to make sure, like, we weren't noticed?
Go ahead and roll an insight check. Roll with disadvantage because you're a good.
Disadvantage? Okay.
You're a good 60 feet away. Or 50
Yeah.
feet away.
50 feet.
An awful lot of assholes over there.
That makes me worry.
Other than those assholes over there, I
He's
seem to be
looking
fine.
that way, then somebody might be coming that way.
At disadvantage.
Those are the cute
Still
little
pretty good.
D20s of it.
I know, thank you. At disadvantage, 18.
18. An insight check from 50 feet away, and you go out an 18. That's pretty decent. No, it appears as though he looks a little frustrated. because you like from his mannerisms, and only you're able to perceive this unless someone else wants to go ahead and try and make that insight.
What the fuck? I'll try to make one.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
At disadvantage?
I guess so.
Oh,
No, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It's a natural one.
Yeah. So you're
As on par with your insights.
Oh
Yes.
shit! He sees us.
Yeah.
abort! Abort!
No, but he appears to just be from his mannerisms. He seems to be impatient and a little bit frustrated, like expecting that the person that he was meeting was supposed to already be there when he arrived. And they're
We
not.
are motherfuckers. We are.
Oh, we are.
He kind of, as if no one's doing anything, kind of just like
Just had a bad
stands there for a moment, looks around, and he sees the barrel sitting there, and he turns, walks over in front of it, turns, and sits down on it.
So how
Motherfucker was like,
how
I'm awake.
hard is
I'm
Morty
awake.
right now?
Yeah, I was about to say, like
All
where's
of a sudden, I go from looking at my scope like this to looking at my scope like this.
like what's Morty's dick situation right now?
I'm gonna put him on top of that square.
Like, is he now doing a push-up? Like, just one push-up?
Tripod.
There you go.
Just
Yeah.
leans on a little bit and then it sinks down to the ground. Just
Oh, shit.
All right.
Morty could kill a man right now.
He sits there. You see him kind of get comfortable. He crosses his arms and leans back against the shack. He's still watching the ridgeline, but you see him kind of glancing off towards like off where the Iron Seat Ridge kind of disappears onto the horizon over when it gets to about where Charlie is in that direction of the actual space, and he's kind of just scanning back and forth. Well, you're not getting any of your gold back. It's all gonna be fucking melted.
I can smell it.
That's a, yeah, it's okay. Just take it and
Fucking
just...
turn it into more roses.
Fucking counterfeiter.
No, everyone with enough ingredients.
There's a pair of boots left.
Yeah, do I need to make a con save? Is that...
If you guys weren't behind trees, there'd be some dexterity saves, but you guys were.
Okay.
I need more of this.
Oh, man.
we know exactly where the fuck we're going. Come on. Yeah.
25.
That's an offer.
Or they weren't brave ones.
For once.
Ones and twos in there. Alright, so you all had this conversation in this
I love how
planning,
fucking chagrined he sounds.
in the planning stages as you guys were making here, and you heard Morty talking about placing this barrel, and the word contingency may have been implied somewhere,
Yeah.
but never said.
Aww.
And so as he starts to take these steps away, you guys all feel like, that antsy moment, like, all right, so like, exchange looks of, so are we gonna, do we wait, do we skip? And in that moment when he starts to walk away, and a couple moments pass, just long enough for those ideas to start to creep upon your mind, and the looks to start to be exchanged. Again, no dexterity saves, but there is a thundering noise as you all turn and watch as this whole. There's about left what these are there to represent. What these are there to represent now is like like the remaining ruined corner of a building. It was a little wooden shack, and so
Like,
there's-
just lightly drop them to represent rubble. Just...
yeah. That all explodes, and
It's gone now. This...
It's fucking gone. It's over.
You see this gentleman here thrown a good 10, 15 prone.
If he'd been thrown
15 feet away.
I would be flying down that well.
He's thrown a good 15 feet away, and prone. But you do see he immediately gets up to one knee and starts to push himself up.
He lived!
Up off the ground. I would like everybody to go ahead and roll initiative. In your mouth, he turns to you, and you just see absolute terror in his eyes. And he again shoots his feet. You see him sliding through the dirt to get away from you, and then he shifts back his eyes back to the one who just shot at him.
Don't lie to me. I'll kill you. And then I'll feed you to her and her.
Hi,
And then throw the
Edna.
rest of you down that hole.
Make
And then I'll put a sword up your skeleton butthole.
make an intimidation check again, this time with advantage.
Just service. Just serve you as a shish kebab.
Minus one.
So good though.
17.
Nice.
Okay. The terror that you saw in his eyes as he beheld
The demon.
Cat. You see that is now starting to spread to the group in general. As he looks around at each of you, his barely currently already hanging on by a thread life is like reeling before his eyes. Listen, I don't know what you guys' problem is. I was just out here. I come out here sometimes.
Nobody.
Oh,
You were looking for somebody.
Then who was the spook?
Roll a persuasion check with advantage. I remember persuasion check with advantage because he's not frightened of you.
I have a +1. 17 again.
Nice.
He looks at you as you say that. Then who is the spook? How long were you guys there?
A good bit. Before you showed up.
A while, yes.
Just a couple minutes.
Look, I just want to live.
I want the gold.
In this moment, he does. He reaches down to the empty place on his waist where those of you who are standing here, everyone but you, recognize to be where one of the more rigid pouch that kind of maintained itself open that was on his waist where it previously was, and finds nothing, and then glances down and looks around. You're just holding it, aren't you?
No, he gave it back to me. I have.
Oh no, he did. Okay, all right, but you didn't put it away or anything, or did you give it to him?
No.
No, he has the component.
He has the components
And the spell
and
book.
he has the spell book.
Okay, yeah. So and what have you done with them?
I'm put them wherever I would put my tome.
So you tucked it away?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can give you the gold. I just want to live. I need my spell components. However, I can't. I don't have the gold here with me.
Insight check.
Yeah,
Go for it.
ditto.
Go for it.
Fuck it, why not?
Nice, not bad,
Natural
not
20.
bad. 17.
Good, because mine was low.
Give me your sword.
24.
Better than my usual, but still garbage. 9.
So mine wasn't good enough.
What was yours?
17.
17. Okay. He appears to truly, earnestly want to live, and throughout the course of your investigations of his person, found 22 gold and 7 silver on him. Shit. Doesn't appear to have any. It appears logical, and your insight in reading his expression and saying that, he's pretty confident that what he's saying will convince you because it makes perfect fucking sense.
Morty, he didn't come here with 22 gold to make a buy.
I don't think so either.
We're a hit squad.
What do you need your...
Roll a perception check, those of you who are standing right here paying attention.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Not great.
That's okay. It's not bad.
17.
25.
15.
11.
11.
23.
Okay, everybody who is above 13, which I think is everybody that you
But
did.
us too.
What's up with that? What is...
Our rolls suck.
Yeah.
They just didn't take wisdom.
As Keshev says that, you hear him mouth under his breath. Since Keshev says, Morty, I don't think he, or whatever you said.
Yeah.
Oh shit, so he knows
But anyway,
who you are.
but you guys continue.
And I noticed this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Have you heard of me?
Until just now.
Liar.
Insight.
Go for
Yeah.
Fucking a good thing, finally.
Okay.
15.
Not my best. 12.
18.
19.
It appears to be genuine. You gather from the look on his face as you ask that, he hadn't considered that might be why you noticed him saying his name, that perhaps it was just him making note of a name in this group of
So
people.
you're Morty.
Having been said.
I'm gonna tell my boss that you are Morty.
But yeah,
Why were you out here? Who were you meeting? If you lie to me, I'm going to shoot you.
he very much will.
I don't know the man's name.
Okay. That's a good start.
He brings things to sell to my boss.
Leokian.
Yes.
Good. You're
What
making
was he
progress.
buying today?
I don't know.
How
Insight.
much gold were you supposed to bring?
Not great.
That's a very unnatural 20.
It was a 13.
19.
Okay. This is
Okay.
fucking happening.
All right. Fine. Okay.
You need.
Made him put his game down. Okay.
Okay. What's gonna be the best thing to do this with? Yeah, I'm gonna drop the book on the ground, and I'm gonna drop a nice fat acid splash on it.
Okay. Holding the book, you set it on the ground. Prepare your spell, and the book is gone.
Oh.
And as he's walking, and you do that, he's continuing to walk towards Morty, and you hear him just chuckle again.
Okay, then I fucking.
Oh fuck.
Can I throw the acid splash at him instead?
Go for it.
He's gotta make a dex saving throw.
Oh my god. I'm about to shit my pants. This is really stressing me out.
As a failure, go ahead and roll damage.
That's 5 acid damage.
It was a failure because he chose not to even make the roll. As he's walking, you cast the acid splash. It just kind of passes through his form. He doesn't react as he's walking now, slowly and deliberately towards Morty.
We got fucking set up, man.
21, that was with advantage?
Yes.
You ask around, you get some funny looks at first, and then someone just flat out tells you, there's no magic shop here, what are you talking about? What kind of town do you think this is?
Whitestone.
No, you're at a dock town, west of Whitestone.
I don't know, but I feed trying to fish up magical items every once in a while.
Okay, weirdo.
Commissioned it from a friend.
Okay, you know,
We went to the cartography.
most people would just say a URL. Okay?
He visited Tiara.
HTTPS.
So if we ever don't know where we are,
Just point at the map.
which
Look
is
at
the
that!
most
That is
utilitarian
so
role
cool!
of this.
We have expo markers.
Assholes.
Yeah,
I
that
appreciate
is
it, man. That's awesome.
that is fucking amazing.
And useful as is being discussed.
I
Yeah.
figured it was a good group gift. Because
Yeah, it's great.
Micah said we could go ahead and like actually hang it up there. Well,
Yeah.
once he gets here.
The facilities to do such are not already on it. I mean, they are, but they're upside down.
Oh no!
We'll just pop it off, switch it around.
Look, I'm not criticizing. I'm just
Look,
saying.
man,
I'm
I'm
5 ants.
I'm drunk 8 days of the week, so.
Sounds like you need to file a complaint with the guild.
You ever broken your jaw? Would you like to?
Would you like to?
Supposedly, no.
Oh, that
Just enough
is really cool.
Well, joke's on everyone else because this is going above my bed.
No, sir.
That is so sweet. He wrapped it in everything. Thank you. When you can, check the group chat because I sent Kim her
I just
gift.
now saw.
Marvelous, sir.
Terrifying, isn't it?
So not until Nathan gets here.
Oh, come
I'll
on.
open this one while you get.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I really need to see your reaction.
So, I've seen this one too. I fear this is only going to be positive reinforcement for your lifestyle.
Okay,
That's
if
hot.
everything goes bad, it's a consolation gift. If everything
Yeah.
goes well, then yeah, sure, you can enabling.
Yeah, you need to work on that.
That's really fucking hot.
Then I'm carrying you.
Are you fucking serious?
You just said don't open them till Nathan got here.
Did you open it?
Found
No,
the
he's like starting. It has the wrap paper like a quarter off.
we found the rogue.
Yeah, we filled his left hand, so.
That's true.
This part didn't. Oh.
So, do we have an ETA on Nathan or?
Do we have an ETA?
He said he was coming, but
Can someone ask?
yeah.
Yeah, he's coming.
You
I don't know an
asked.
Can
ETA.
someone ask for an ETA?
Did he call
Oh
you?
no.
Oh, I told him to call you.
I told him to call me.
Yeah.
Does he have his number blocked?
No.
How long ago did you tell him to call me?
He's so
When he
gentle
called me.
opening it.
I
How long ago
know.
was that, dickhead?
I'm so excited.
I don't have my phone in my hands.
You're ruining
Like
this
20
moment!
minutes ago or 4 hours ago, you know?
Oh God, this is amazing.
Like I said,
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
It's true.
this is
I gave you sunglasses.
Oh, that's amazing, you guys.
Oh
Thank
my god.
you.
Don't you love it?
That's awesome.
It was Kim's idea. Like it was
I think
genius.
I said the quote though when you showed me the when you picture though. I said, "Cool guys don't look at explosions." You're
I
like,
think
"Oh,
you did, yeah.
Yeah, as I said, I fear this will only validate your life choices.
did.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like it.
Humid as fucking.
Grand. Thank you very
You're
much.
very welcome.
And thank you as well.
You're welcome.
It was a brilliant gift, Kim. It was-
You did it.
Okay, so I guess
Progress,
I'll.
So out of
This is why you don't get kisses.
So I'm guessing dragons aren't a thing super quick. I know you can't really say, but this is also like I'm trying to figure out which ones I should order next.
Well, if you guys encounter a dragon before you've ordered them, they will be represented by this thing or something. So.
Well,
And what are the odds of them being either a young blue or black dragon?
Well, right now 0.
Yay,
Because I
thank
know
you.
exactly what you're able to polymorph into.
Why won't you let me turn into a dragon? Why is this so terrible?
Because you want to so
That's
badly.
the only one we have now. Scroll up and down through there and tell me which ones you would like.
Wait, what do you mean this is the only one we have right now?
That's 8 of these. Is that one right there? Monster Menagerie 1.
Oh, you're saying what?
How was your day?
Here you go, bud.
Mm,
It's got little things on the both sides. Okay, or not.
yeah, but like if you're a
Do
little
like a
bitch,
box.
or you could just, just be good at it.
Which I am not.
come on, no duplicates.
Come on, no
So far,
duplicates.
we haven't got a single
Keep the streak
We've opened
going.
5 boxes.
Keep
Get
the
a
streak
duplicate.
going.
Get a duplicate.
Oh, knowing Charlie's luck, his box is gonna have
Is
the
that the
duplicates.
remorse? It's not a duplicate large one.
No, because none of ours were just unassembled. A shit ton of bats.
Oh, a swarm of bats.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It'll say it on the bottom of this thing.
No!
Yep, swarm of bats. With
Badass.
Where's it?
Angry little man.
Angry little man.
They say what they are on the bottom.
Okay. Angry little man. No. Satyr.
Ooh.
Angry bigger man.
Angry bigger man.
Jesus H. Macy. I can't pronounce that.
That is our first duplicate.
Oh, we got a duplicate?
Yep. Get a dupe. Because we have them right here.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But it's okay because it's an NPC one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even a creature one is.
No.
Can't pronounce her name either.
I think that's another duplicate, actually.
It is not.
No.
I think that's everything.
Yeah,
and
there's-
I'm
there's
keeping
4
the
in each.
bubble wrap.
Esmeralda Davenier.
Yeah, that.
Who does it remind me of then?
Who's the bat?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
I think it's this one. Reminds me of.
He breaks everything.
But they know.
You see them.
We're gonna be able to do for this turn.
Isn't it cool? We now have like all these minis to actually represent these people. It's not a bunch of D6s.
It is indeed. Okay.
Hi, Charles. Hi.
Candy Mountain.
I mean, this is posterity, personally, in general.
In case he watches it, we want him to know we're taunting him like he would normally be here.
There you go. Yeah, go ahead and repeat what you said earlier.
Oh, about the 12 damage being the most he's ever done?
There you
I think it was
go.
11, actually.
Yeah, it was 11.
Still holds true, though.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm sure he's done doozies before.
We love you, Charlie.
Love Candy Mountain. Charlie.
We'd love you more if you were here.
Charlie.
I hate you.
Oh,
Every fiber.
that's not bad.
Just
That's good.
because
You
you're
sound like
tough
Dr.
doesn't mean
Claw
you're
from
bad.
Inspector Gadget.
It sounds like the episode of Bob's Burgers when Tina babysits the kid who's got the bear. And
Yes!
the demonic voice.
Oh my god, I love this show so much. It's so good. I would so be Linda if I had kids. That's exactly the mom I'd be. Without the drinking.
Way too
Little King
nice.
Trash Mouth.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do the Little King Trash Mouth bit now.
Love Little King
God.
Trash Mouth.
I mean, you know about the raccoons we were recently infested
Yeah.
with, yeah.
It's so sad. Like raccoon.
This might be fun. 10, that's to get there from Lori. 10,
Jesus.
20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 10, 20, 30. Is going to fly around just off the deck of the ship, outside the railing, behind the figure. And having dash, that's as far as it can get. But Pippin is going to move into attack position, rather.
Attack position.
Lori.
Which is weird because then just, Pippin goes here and then the ship just keeps going.
Or he pulls
Stay there.
Professor
He can
Thaddeus.
fly.
He
Is
could
that
pull.
how that works? He would just automatically keep up with the ship though?
Yes.
Yes!
Asking definitely not in reference for a future character.
It would move, but
One that flies?
It's well within
What do we know that
movement to
flies?
just maintain that. Like, it would move off of its turn. Ships, I think by default, move on initiative count 20, regardless of what's going on, because it's considered a layer action when you're on a ship. With at least with the ships in the sea rules or whatever.
Okay.
But be able to keep up.
Good to know for future reference.
Yeah. She. What's going on here? She's going to bonus action. She's going to bonus action Hunter's Mark this bitch.
Hell yeah! Get that bitch.
And at least in this initial, that's all she can do because she Hunter's Mark. She's going to fire an arrow.
Will she have a token?
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, the token. Try to get that.
Yeah, I know. I was like, but will the token stay balanced? No.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna use it, but no. Actually,
Oh shit.
no.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, we proved it's not just
Obviously,
a Thursday thing now.
I know. I was saying that to Kim when there was raindrops on her windshield, and I'm like, it's not even Thursday. Why is it doing this?
Hey, but if it keeps us up, I'm calling out of work tomorrow.
Hey, cold and wet? No, sir.
She sends out Pippin rather. She sends out Pippin
She just throws herself off.
as she grabs an arrow. Mutters the incantation and Hunter's marks the target, and she kind of calls out, Scar, you're just there. Actually, no, you're pretty far ahead, aren't you?
I would hear it.
Yeah, so you hear. Actually, she's kind of calling it out. Actually, she does yell it out because of what she's saying. As she draws the arrow, you hear her say, Sinclair, let's see what you have. She pulls the arrow, knocking what you can see to be one of the special arrows, and fires.
Badass arrow.
Yeah. Didn't need it, but
She takes a fancy arrow, fires it, just goes way out into the ocean.
It got a fish.
with the
Fuck
bonus,
that one
it was
fish.
a 23, so she hits. That's an extra d6 damage from Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark.
That's the wrong die, I don't want them, thank you. Yeah. It's max 8 on the bow damage.
Hell yeah. Yeah, see.
Just
Oh
evaporates
shit.
over.
I'm sad that you don't have a smoke machine for this.
Step up your game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Don't. Whoa, can't see shit. Fat clouds, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
I see
No.
boys.
Okay,
ripping some
okay,
fat
okay.
Clouds.
I have this. But
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
something similar.
yeah. But you all need to back the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
I'm good, just do it.
Is
like, I'm up in this bitch trying to take some damage, guys. Come on.
I ain't got raging, but it's the same thing. Like, I don't really care.
So yeah, kind of this
It's like something ate it.
this whole area here. So from about Edna to Gahiji, encompassing really Digby's kind of just outside the edge of it here, but a dense fog appears over the edge of the ship and kind of encompasses this whole left, this port side, the stern region of the ship here. Okie dokie.
Maybe it's melting, you know? Ice and sea
Scar.
Could be.
water.
Yeah.
But
I'm ready. I'm
You know, like when you
bonus action
pee
hide,
outside during the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I can do that.
But shit.
I hid 22.
22.
Hopefully I did. And then I'm going to hold a arrow shot for when this thing reappears.
Very well.
And hit it.
Okay. Scaldwin is going to dash back out of the
obscurement here. Doesn't like not being able to see what's going on. I'm just going to push past you to get down 10, 20, 30. He's going to get just past 10, 20, 30.
He's going to get just out of the way here. He does make it just outside of the obscurement. You guys, as you watch this, it's slight, only in the slightest something can be that happens still over the course of the next few seconds. You watch as this dense fog just apparates in and obscures the area, and you watch moments later as the captain backs out of it, like ready with his weapon still drawn.
I don't know if they would be able to tell this at this point, but is the ship moving out of the fog? Like, does the fog seem to be creeping back along the ship? Or is the fog staying stationary with the ship as it moves?
It's been a split second
Okay,
since it
okay.
appeared.
That's fine.
Pippin will just do his best to no, fuck that.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
And back to the railing just by Lori. And she's kind of crossing down, and she extends her arm as she's still ascending the steps. Which now, on her turn, she does actually take the opportunity where things seem to have calmed for the moment to go ahead and just pull Pippin into the ring. You watch Pippin's form as he climbs up onto her arm, meld into this shadow that kind of pours down like a reverse pour down into the ring, and he disappears.
Can Edna shout sorry?
Sorry.
You may. 10 feet gets her down here. 10. She's just going to kind of cross around and get some distance. 10, 20, 30. And I believe her action, she had to use her action to pull him in, so that's it for now.
Arydun.
Arydun.
She can't ready the action, but she'll pull an arrow. Try to knock it.
Okay. Can I see through the fog?
It is heavily obscured. You can kind of see the figures in it, but you can't make out the edges of where they are. You just kind of like see flashes of dark figures with inside.
Okay.
Mechanically speaking, you have disadvantage against attacks on anything inside it because it is heavily obscured.
I'm pretty sure I can see them. Yes. Oh, I didn't say I have to see them. Okay. Up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Okay, I will hit Bless on. This is Scaldwin?
It is. A decently accurate, without being a tiefling, a decently accurate representation of Scaldwin.
If Scar is hidden, would I still be able to bless him?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to move 30 feet.
Scar is behind that thing as well.
Yeah.
Okay. You pointed at Lori.
Well, no, that was just my pen. I said I was
Gotcha.
going to move 30 feet here,
Okay.
and then I will bless Keshev, Lori, and Scar.
Okay.
That's a D4,
That-
right?
It's a D4 on a saving throw or attack roll.
Sweet. Oops.
Yikes.
And that is concentration.
Right. Let's get ketchup.
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 There you go, ketchup.
Lori, you said?
Yeah, and Scar.
And Scar. Let's get a concentration marker on you. Thank you, Kristen.
Oh, you're welcome.
Alright. As we can all see from Caduceus, not a small thing. Is that it from you?
Oh.
Okay.
That
Brings
is
us back
bad.
up to Edna.
Okay. I will drop Call Lightning to cast Warding Wind instead.
Okay.
Yeah. A strong wind, 20 miles per hour, blows around you in a 10-foot radius and moves with you, remaining centered on you. The wind lasts for the spell's duration, which is 10 minutes. It says there, it hedges out vapor, gas, and fog that can be dispersed by strong wind.
Okay. I'm sorry, what was the range on it? Like, what was the radius?
It is, yeah, it's a 10-foot radius.
From you.
From me, yes,
Okay,
centered on
so,
me.
but you're...
Yeah, I will be coming closer. Yeah, I will come to, so that's 20 there on that stair?
Yeah, given that it's a 10-foot radius around you, and it's a 20-foot radius on the cloud that's there, say you passing up to that point, except for like maybe a bit that's around the dancing sword, it pretty much disperses it. For the purposes
Sweet.
of this, we'll say you disperse it.
Yeah, so I disperse it, like on top of that.
You'll miss like a ring of it.
It deafens you and other creatures in its area. It extinguishes, blah, blah, blah. The area is difficult terrain for creatures other than you. And the attack rolls of ranged weapon attacks have disadvantage if they pass in or out of the wind.
Okay, very well.
Yeah. But, I mean, I just mainly did this to disperse the fog. But I'll keep it up for now. And that's my turn.
Okay.
And so Keshev, I think Keshev will first bonus action heal Scaldwind. Because he also got hurt.
Yeah, at this point he's taking a bit more damage. He's keeping on a pretty like kept his full front, but he's
That's 10 points of healing.
damaged.
Keshev's over here doing damage control for Edna.
It's 10 points
Whoops.
of healing damage.
Here you go, Pippin. Here you go, Scaldwind.
Come on, Edna.
God damn
Here you go,
it.
enemy. Shit.
God damn it, Edna.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, I guess he'll try to look for the, whatever she is.
Make a perception
Yeah.
check for Keshev.
What is his perception?
Ooh.
That's a 6. Nope.
That little ring, that little crescent moon of fog that's left there. He's like, shit, I can't see a fucking thing.
God damn.
Gahiji.
Circles it's supposed to.
No, it makes brown,
It makes
yeah.
brown.
I don't know what circles are lying to you, but I'll beat them up if you want me to.
Like right there while we were discussing this, I even like pulled up on my phone. I was like, oh, see, here's black ice, black food coloring. You're like,
Nah.
Yeah, in retrospect, I should have got that.
But there is a cake, and it does at least have purple.
What color is it then?
Weird.
it's what he called
It's a
A
mauve.
sickly gray.
sickly gray and purple. Yeah. So, Merry Birthmas to you.
Thank you.
Merry Birthmas to you.
You violently extracted from the womb. You're right, I don't know. She could have been a cesarean. Were you a cesarean?
It could have been a gentle birth.
It could have. Please.
Oh, that looks cool though.
Woo! Fuck yeah.
It's like.
It went together.
pretty.
oddly.
I'm not sure if it's the lighting in here, but it looks
Looks like-
green, not gray.
It
does,
did turn
yeah.
out more green because after it turned like a sickly gray, I panicked and just started throwing colors at it.
I just throwing colors at
I was like, turn black. Maybe this will do.
Oh.
Shit! Shit!
like
Oh, honey.
iridescent looking
Yeah.
colors. So it's cool.
Hell yeah.
My tattoo artist taught us what iridescent means. So.
And bioluminescence.
And bioluminescence.
I love
We
bioluminescence.
know what those words mean. We just had a discussion.
I love bioluminescence.
And do
My favorite.
I was about to say,
My
is that
favorite
why?
trope in the animal kingdom is bioluminescence. Yeah.
You just see another animal and you're like, oh, what a fucking trope. how original.
I forgot about it.
Oh, I meant to charge this. It was a big night, so I wanted to record some of it for posterity.
Rip.
Rip. Yeah, this is the night where TPK, we all die.
Scar will survive.
Yeah, Scar will survive. He just hides
He
in
just
the
faxes out of existence.
Yeah, he just yeets out.
The next party has some reason to go to Zarm. For some reason, they
Like,
just meet
fuck
this
you.
crazy old high elf who's like flitting through the woods.
He pulls out a piece of paper, writes Morty, I tried. Rolls it up, drops it, and disappears.
It was fun. I got all your money.
Also, it's comforting to know, because I know both my characters, even if Morty was an unwilling creature, he'd fail the fucking save.
Oh god.
I'm not going in there.
Because you can't do it to an unwilling creature, they just have to make a wisdom save of 15.
Oh. Yeah, that's not happening.
You sweet summer child.
Actually, I think wisdom is one of the two.
Hell
he is
no, I
proficient.
won't go.
Actually,
Hell no, I don't.
yeah, Morty's like, I don't know you, I'm getting the ring anyway.
What do you have to
got
roll,
it.
like a 19 or 20?
I'm about to find out.
Something like that.
Because this might be.
On top of the armor again, or on the ground near the hedgehogs?
Whatever a good vantage point is to see the cart
Bird
coming.
expert.
And I take the scroll of polymorph.
Yeah, I'll give her that scroll.
Just let me know before you go and I'll...
Okay.
Send Liliana out.
I'm so nervous.
Stealthily.
Oh, that didn't. I thought that would make it. Oh, I gave you all the scrolls.
Stealthily. To the point where she saw
And I did attune to the ring.
Hewlett.
I'm sorry, Liliana.
Liliana to the point stealthily to the point where she was when she saw the Hewlett, the closest point that the cart passes to the Hewlett.
Coincidentally, that is also the spot where she was proceeding to watch the dire
cart.
wolf spot,
Oh,
and where they loaded Morty up. She had to watch from a distance, but being on top of the calf piece, the way the round it is, she couldn't see them. So you had her go to the. You sent her to the, or because you told her to get a perspective on it, she went to the calf to the back of the Hewlett. So those are kind of one in the same spot.
Okay, cool. Stealthily to there.
Okay, roll a stealth check. For the bird.
For the bird.
Bird. 11.
And give me the command that you give her.
To go to that particular vantage point and to watch for the cart with the big pole
Okay.
while staying out of sight, obviously, which is what the stealth is for. 11.
Okay. 11 stealth? Okay. She does kind of the same, attempting to maintain her stealth. She kind of gains most of her altitude towards the beginning of the flight, so she can glide most of the way down. Gets kind of near where she needs to be and kind of flitters down to the spot and perches at the back of the Hewlett there. Give me a perception check for it. Or I can actually roll it, so this is through her eyes, so it's with advantage, but you've been using your modifier, right? So +8. Okay. On approach, before you're still probably a quarter of a mile out, with her keen owl eyes as she's headed her towards that portion of the Hewlett there. She spots the cart is already sitting by that large, almost crescent shaped, looking on it straight on though, like if you were to look at a banana long ways on where it looks straight, like how that opening is. The cart's already parked outside there.
Where they pick Morty up.
Yeah. So she flies in, crosses over the hedgehogs, and finds her spot.
As soon as I see that cot's already there at the cot piece.
We need to make a decision now. Do we want to do this now, or we want to wait till tomorrow?
Now. And I cast polymorph on you.
I look expectantly.
You're no okay.
I'll
Oh,
grab
shit.
you both and I'll
Yeah.
cast enhance ability and give you the cat's grace.
Okay.
Take off.
Yeah. And I'm right behind you.
Down the hole, obviously.
Oh God, sorry.
We go.
I need a
We go.
second.
Alright, we got planning, we got play. Hey, they're already there.
You wait an hour
polymorph phase. We're stuck in a hole.
I'll fight my way out.
You swing at a great axe in that small
I just
hole.
start.
Okay, so you use the spell scroll to cast polymorph?
I did, yeah, I used the spell scroll first.
So you become a badger, which is off-putting for you.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so tiny.
And you down,
Yeah, and I
down the
immediately
tunnel.
followed him
And
down
you
the tunnel
V-shaped
as a
and follow
badger.
as well?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys make your way down. You to the familiar.
Yeah, she could have
Portion
passed
of the
me
hole.
and guided me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the hole that you know to be the correct
Mhm, yeah.
one that you. The last hole that you
Oh.
burrowed up towards. Okay.
And since I can't talk, I will, sit there in front of the hole and just kind of. I do this with my little badger hands.
And this is Levi not remembering because these were said. Gehiji should remember this. How far was her hole from the wall?
10 feet.
10 feet this
10
side
feet.
of the wall. Yeah.
10 feet to this side of the wall.
I didn't
Wall is
want to
5
be
feet wide.
right. I didn't want to
Cart
be
tracks
right
are
up against a
5 foot.
hedgehog because I didn't want the hole to be obvious.
So she's 10 feet from the wall. These walls are 5 feet in
Wide.
diameter.
Yeah.
So you're looking at 15 to 20 feet, depending on where you want to pop up. And then 20 feet up.
Wall. Because it is 5 feet wide.
Okay.
Hole that she's made. And space before kind of not this full 10 foot wide, but well, yeah, actually probably because they don't literally follow in the same exact track marks. That's about the path or so that you that the cart travels.
That's us. I'm using my tiny dice.
All right. Then I would like to go forward 10 feet and then start burrowing up.
Okay. You break the surface. Make a perception check.
That would be a plus
Okay.
4.
I have them panties in my back pocket. No.
Oh,
So shit.
That was a natural guy reaction.
What's up?
Minty.
What happened?
What is this smell?
I dug around in my back pocket after I pulled an Annie's mint out and then smelled my hand. It did smell minty.
That's a good sign.
What's your modifier?
Jesus.
Plus 4.
Plus 4.
It's a good sign that you didn't shit in your own pocket.
yeah, that was chocolate.
Okay. You break through the surface and you find yourself.
I would also try to be stealthy.
Roll stealth check.
Okay.
You would have advantage.
As a badger, your dex is +0.
And you have advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage.
But I still have proficiency in it.
Nope.
Nope.
Not as a badger.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 15.
Polymorph. He doesn't keep his mental stats either.
Correct.
So even your wisdom. What is a
Oh,
badger's
shit,
perception modifier?
I don't keep track of that. Hang on.
Okay. I'm guessing it's probably not going to be +4
Yeah,
though.
it's probably like a 0.
So what was your +0? What was your roll for stealth? Because you have no addition to it. So, okay, so 15 for stealth.
What animal was that?
What was my roll for perception?
You don't know.
Oh,
But
you
you
have
did.
advantage on perception checks. Everyone else, well, never mind. Okay.
That's what?
Badgers aren't in here.
It's a +1.
They're in monster manual.
+1.
For stealth or perception?
For perception.
Okay. So, and anything? What's their dex mod? Or do they have?
Dex is +0.
Okay. Right.
Oh, did you look them up?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So you break surface. Your little badger head pokes out of the ground. You are directly, not quite perfectly centered, but you are underneath one of the hedgehogs on the wall.
How high is this gap above me?
It's like the
Could I crawl as Gehiji?
yeah, directly above where you are. It's like maybe only a foot or so, but that's just because where you dug up, there's like one of the logs that make up the hedgehog is kind of passing overhead. But at the highest point, like I said, Gehiji could army crawl through here, and you're underneath it. You're just not perfectly centered on it.
Well, let's go ahead and get it perfectly straight.
Okay, yeah, I mean you literally you can dig pretty proficiently, so you just kind of dig your way over to the middle as a badger. That's fine. Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm just.
But what do I see?
Short of that, you see looking in towards the pieces of armor there, you are, now this is your first time being up this close, you see that you are almost perfectly in line with the rear of the leftmost portion of the culet. Pardon me. So you can't quite see like into it, but you're looking at kind of the side wall of the culet here. And there are a number of individuals in your immediate vicinity moving as you first pop your head out and kind of burrow your way over and you're looking around. The closest one is maybe 30 feet off, headed your direction, but they're on that road, so they're about 10 feet or so in from the path. It is distinctly an armored hobgoblin that is walking. That's the closest one to you. You see another one that has already, seemingly from the direction that they're walking, has passed you already, is walking in that direction, but they're already maybe 30 feet or so past you, or past your portion of the road there. And those are the two close individuals. Short of that, you see that there are several others just walking in general.
Can I see
sentries along the road? The cart? No. But not because you can see it's where you would imagine it would be, and it's just not there. That is not in view for you. It's not perfectly flat terrain that's perfectly straight here. It's just out of view as it kind of curves around the top of the calf piece.
Guess I play the waiting game.
Yeah.
Trying to, I don't need to be all the way out of the hole.
Yeah, ditto. Like, I'm just sticking, like, little badger eyes out, just watching and waiting, yeah.
Okay, so you also have a +1. No, you are B-shaped,
Yeah,
so you
I
keep
am
your mental
me.
stats.
Yeah, I'm
so
still
what's your
me.
perception modifier?
+4.
+4. Okay. Alright, good to know. So yeah, you are seeing the same thing. You see, first off, you do see Hiji having gone about 10 feet out in front of you, which, as a badger, is a sea of no man's land almost. But, it's only about 10 feet in front of you. You see him poke his little head up and kind of adjust his location a little bit, and you see those same individuals walking. You see several others, both directions down the path. One a bit past the one that's already about 30 feet down the road.
Mm-hmm.
There's another one maybe 20 feet ahead of him walking back walking the opposite direction towards up the road. Yeah, so you kind of see that same layout there.
Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna wait. I'm just waiting until he comes out of the hole.
Okay.
Yeah, this is why I made it not out of the wall. Gotta just wait here.
Okay.
More cover the better.
About 5 minutes or so into you sitting there,
I'm still watching.
you're in fact not still watching, as you came out to talk to them and tell them what you saw for a moment. When you went back, the telepathic connection was no longer accessible to you.
They killed him.
And you guys, or you anyway, as you hear the voices, you don't have quite as much visual. Well, no, because you can see through them pretty easily. You guys both, about 5 minutes in, you see walking, and there's quite a bit of distance. Like I said, there's maybe at this spot there's maybe 50 feet or so between the hedgehogs and the back piece of the culet here. It's like the closest point that the culet gets. You see one of a hobgoblin not walking towards you, but kind of walking toward like your direction, but off to your left, where it hits the wall. Kind of walking out with a bow drawn, and he stops, and one of the others that's walking up the road. You hear them start to converse like at a decently low volume and a language that you don't understand. And you're probably not hearing it well enough to understand what's being said.
Fuck!
Yeah. But they kind of just stop and converse there for a moment, and the one that came.
Me Liliana's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So essentially, you were like, shit, cart's not there. You guys need to go. They burrow down to the hole, and you're like, okay. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
So it wasn't there anymore once they went down.
Once he lets me know, I'm gonna send a message to Edna that
Okay.
they shot Liliana. Get down. I'll send another message.
So yeah, at some point during your burrow over there, you got that message.
Yeah, I did that, like, I
Or your
looked
walk.
up and waited. They shot Liliana, get down. Yeah.
They converse for less than a full minute, and then the one that was walking down the road just continues walking up the road he was heading, and the one that was that came out from behind the culet walks up to that brazier, or the direction of that brazier. That's about 20 feet down the wall from where you currently are, and is standing on the other side of the brazier, just standing with his back to the wall on this side of the road.
So he's inside the wall still.
Yeah.
With his back against the wall, looking inwards.
Yeah.
Good for him.
So in total, maybe about 25 feet from you, because he's on just that side of the brazier. That's about 20.
I had to be too far away to hear. That's cool. Fuck.
I mean, I'm just looking out for the cart. I know what direction it should be coming from. But it could have already passed, and I don't know this. So, just waiting for a cart to appear.
Okay. About 30 minutes after that, you're still within your time frame, but you do see the top of a pole break the slight hill that over this distance was blocking your vision, but isn't a considerable hill. You see the top of the hill, or the top of the pole, break that horizon of sorts, and as it starts to come down just a few feet down the pole, about 3 feet of pole are revealed, and then you see the first time that you've had a visual tie to what's been described to you as this infamous Mortiferous. You see his wings splayed out in their full span, spanning a decent, like they span probably close to 8 or 9 feet, and from tip to tip and fully splayed out like this. You see them splayed out. A metal rod that has a hole has been drilled to accommodate it through this post in the back of the cart has been shoved through, and his shower curtain rings essentially he's been lashed. His wings have been lashed to the pole to be stayed in full extension.
Metal as fuck.
It's gotta be
had they
pain in the ass to get them in and out of doors, though.
Had they been done even remotely with any precision or care, maybe. Yeah, but this is for the most part just large tears where they were then lashed to the to this pole.
I'm picturing his doing it right there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like bat wings. So there's the bone that goes all the way through, and just below that, where it's like leathery wing, they essentially just stab through and jammed rope, and have been doing this at least, as far as you know, twice a day for a while. So yeah, there's just kind of big, worn, torn holes, lashing his wings to the pole. You see as he begins to reveal, you only see really the upper portion of what is his back, because then it's blocked by the riders and the horses that are pulling the cart. But you see 2 horses, one specific driver and another rider on the cart by him, crest the hill. Probably the next thing that you're able to see is off just behind, slightly off to your left of the cart, and behind is you see a larger hobgoblin, and his overall visage appears larger. He himself might actually be a little bit larger, but for the most part, it's just more substantial looking armor. This is just kind of has more jagged, not like full on like Jorhasi and Kryn Dynasty spikes coming off of it, but it's just overall meaner looking armor that kind of gives him a more substantial visage. He himself peeks over the top of that little hill crest there, and you see the reason he's coming out before much of anybody else is because you see he's atop a direwolf. You start to see the top of the direwolf peeking over as well. Before then, the rest of the people come into view. So you see 2 lines of, from your perspective, what's hard to distinguish how many in total, but from what he described, you know it's probably around a dozen slaves that are chained to the back of this cart. You can probably really only see the chain, the line that's chained to this side of the cart. The other side's obscured by all the shit in the way, including the cart and Morty and everything. And just a smattering of other lesser hobgoblins in armor carrying various melee weapons, a couple of them carrying bows, that you can see from your perspective on this side of the cart. They crest the hill, and currently from you are probably a couple hundred feet away, or a few hundred feet away by the time they crest the hill. Come into full view a couple hundred feet away.
The dire wolf is on the other side of the cart from me.
It's on your side.
Oh, that's good.
Shit.
I mean, that makes a lot
Which
of
is
sense.
what he saw the first time.
It makes sense that they would.
Yeah.
It's walking currently from what you see, because this at this current point, the road is not hugging the wall at all. It's kind of 10, 15 or so feet in. It's in line. It's walking next to the slaves, best you can tell. So like this line of slaves on your side extends out. You know, they're spaced maybe about 5 feet apart each, and he's about halfway up that line and on this side, walking alongside them.
Okay, so he's back from the cart.
From the cart, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna, hunker back down in the hole.
Okay. Very well.
Just waiting.
All right. And just because you're really the only one who has a visual cue to tie that anything has changed, are you doing anything?
No, no, I'm just waiting until I see him come out of the hole.
And I'll go ahead and let you know, at least with the roll that you did get, you're seeing most of this as well. You don't have quite the clear view to like be able to see numbers and everything because you're looking through the hedgehogs
Yeah.
and from a distance.
Yeah.
But you have seen that they've at least crested and are headed that direction. You're like, oh shit, that's definitely the little caravan of sorts.
Yeah. So I'm alert. I'm ready. I'm ready to drop polymorph on him as soon as he crawls out of the hole.
Okay. So, over the course of the next couple minutes, because they're still, by the time they've peaked, they're not even that much of the majority of the distance that they had to cover to get to where you are. So in the course of the next couple minutes, they're not traveling at a terribly fast pace. They're traveling a little slower than a walking speed would even be, given all the slaves that are chained to the back of it. They make their way up into your general vicinity, maybe about 40 feet away or so, and I'm giving you these increments just so that you have time to do whatever it is that you're wanting to do. I'll let you know they're moving at about 20-foot pace rather than a 30-foot walking speed, or 20-foot walking speed pace. So they make their way into the front of the cart, which is the foremost of everything that's going on here. It has a couple, actually what you can see, a single hobgoblin on this side that's kind of almost walking in line with the horses off to your side. So there's one, not the substantial hobgoblin, one of the lesser. He'd hit me if he heard me say it. One of the lesser hobgoblins walking off to this side of the horses. That being what's 40 feet from you, that's about where they are. And they continue moving in. Seemingly not having noticed you up to this point. Now you do see as the road rather starts to angle itself in towards, which is why Scar directed you to this spot, because the road passes within there's only about a 5-foot gap between the hedgehogs and the road. The direwolf slows his pace to a degree so that the cart starts to pull ahead and he gets in line to the back behind the two lines of slaves, and then it begins to pass in front of you. The hobgoblin who's walking in tandem here with the horses stays there because there's just enough room for him to kind of fit there, and he walks alongside. The horses pass in front of you.
Yeah, as soon as like the cart is in front of me, I'm up and out.
He's
Okay.
up and out. I drop concentration.
So you watch Gahiji.
Yeah.
You watch Mole Gahiji or
Badger
Badger Gahiji.
Bagahiji.
Badgeriji. Sure.
He comes out.
Gahadger. Done.
Yeah.
Gahadger.
Yeah.
Climb up out of the hole.
Yeah.
And
I
start to make his way towards the.
Yeah. As soon as I see that, I drop concentration, and I will also crawl out of the hole to become Edna, because I have to. Yeah, and I will lay low to the ground.
Okay. Given that you're changing forms, I'm going to have you re-roll your stealth check as Gahiji.
You still have advantage.
So a street
You
roll.
still do have advantage.
Holy shit. That's a 23.
23.
Yeah.
No way.
Damn, son!
Oh god!
All right. Very well. Okay, so you climb up.
I knew there was a reason we took
Kind of
her.
think I think it's time for my dye bag.
She just leans her head forward.
Here, take it, please.
You take the couple of badger-sized steps that it takes to get towards the front of the hedgehog here, and start to rise, and your form shifts back into Gahiji. And as the cart begins to pass in front of you, you stand, and as you're growing back into Gahiji size, for the first time, Morty's profile comes into full view for you as you're standing by the cart.
I reach out and I just impact him with my fist.
Just a punch in the
Okay.
Punch him right in the dick.
One small point of import here. I have on that card because I wrote it way forever ago. That you have to touch them, and I don't quite do that. Yeah, I have. It's a 5-foot range, so you have to be within touch distance, but you don't actually have to touch them, which is good because there might be like a reaching him check here with you do something. But so you reach it out towards him. You're well within 5 feet. The ring is so. I need.
Oh shit.
What is Mortiferous's wisdom saving throw
Yeah,
stat?
because he wouldn't know.
Yeah, he just
who the fuck this guy is that just punched him?
I was hoping he would be a creature based on what I was
He has
about to
no
say.
idea.
Yeah,
He doesn't know who you are.
Based on what I was about to say.
Okay, what do you say?
Mortiferous, I'm with Dolmendir. Are you a willing creature?
Okay.
I'm so sweaty. I'm freaking out.
Just here.
Oh, it's not. It's not charged.
Does anyone else listen to Mystery Skulls?
Oh.
Fucking awesome.
What the fuck? It was charging my tablet. It's not charging my phone.
Stop
Okay, sorry. I don't want my
I know
phone's-
you're not doing it on
My
purpose, but
phone's
you're
literally
killing
gonna
me.
die in the middle of this, and I need it to not.
Are you Android?
Yeah. This cable was charging my tablet, and it's not charging my phone. So.
You can just plug it in by the same thing your light's on under you.
Actually, it's not on, so I will do this.
It dies at like 15, and it's at 16.
I have it
God.
fully charged.
Perfect. It's perfect. Okay.
Oh god.
And it'll be charged in no time.
Yes. It's a good charge.
Okay.
We're gonna die.
What did you say that?
She said to
Oh, you're recording us.
Yeah, I'm recording this. It's for posterity.
We're gonna die.
All right.
Yeah, this middle of the cliffhanger moment, Jordan's like, but my phone's done.
Well, it's hard to explain why. There was something I wasn't expecting to need to do.
He's about to. He pulls a mat. And now it's time to go to break. And we're like,
Fuck you!
Okay.
does this ain't tasty?
I'm losing my goddamn mind.
Okay. So you zero in on him. Reach out. Mortiferous, I'm with Dolmendir. Are you a willing creature? His two things you notice. His eyes shift towards you. And simultaneously at 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay.
It's okay, this is why we sent me.
Do I hear thunder?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Morty, you need to be worse at making weapons.
That's 28 points of piercing damage. As you reach out to do this, 28 points of piercing damage. As you reach out and ask this question, your shoulder is suddenly impacted by what you've never felt before. Feels like, without a visual cue to tie it to, feels like someone walked up on the cart and swung a sledgehammer and hit you in the shoulder. You just kind of see a mist of your own blood shoot out in front of your face as your shoulder's impacted. But the and he into the ring.
Oh my god!
I turn around and just get back to where my hole is.
As soon as I see that he is like right on top of the hole, I cast polymorph on him.
Okay. As I just dropped the d6. Don't worry.
That's fine. I can take 2 more of those.
As you turn to go back towards it, that is a natural 3. So that's going to be a horrific miss with your current 22 AC. Yeah. But
I'm gonna throw up.
yeah.
Oh my god.
It's not been another full round. He shoots more than once.
He's really good.
Yeah. So the one shot impacts your shoulder. The shot impacts your shoulder. Morty's pulled into your ring, and you turn. And just as you turn, the next bullet whizzes by. As you turn,
Yeah, I've been holding it.
The
Wait
moment
till he
you
comes
watch,
for the
the
hole.
moment you watch him come out, you're able to hold it. So you hold polymorph.
Yeah.
You turning, meld back down into a little bag
Back in the hole.
Back in the hole.
and dart down into the hole.
Okay.
You
Me.
speak Goblin.
However, I do. Yes.
Yes.
I do.
You hear a loud, booming voice from behind you call out, "Mileth Borich!" You hear, "Fan out and find them."
Yeah.
And you disappear into a badger hole.
Yeah.
All right.
As soon as I can.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
So your guys' speed here.
Yeah.
Oh good.
I can't tell
No, they
anything.
just see me go straight down. There is no slant to this.
Yeah, no. They see you. Well, really, they don't probably even see. A couple of them might be able to have a perspective to see.
A hole.
To see whatever you fucking just morph into a little brown thing disappear into a hole. But yeah, there's no like. They see you disappear into a hole. I mean, it's.
They don't have the
it's this
full
big around.
context for what the fuck just happened.
Yeah, it's this big around. So, and it's probably honestly mostly the slaves that are able to see you
Yeah,
disappear.
most everybody else is either back behind, up ahead, or on the other side.
Okay, so you guys, about 45 minutes or so after you, they climb to the hole. Again, from this distance, there's not really much you see that changes, but you do hear what, for you guys, not from this distance necessarily, is the familiar sound of a thunder cannon shot. 2 ring out in quick succession. Pop, pop.
I had.
I'm not shitting
I
you. Self check. He goes, I'm not shitting you. Alright.
But yeah, like, whenever I have permission to do so, as soon as I can, after I polymorphed him, I turn to a badger and run back down my hole.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, because I would be waiting to see that she comes down.
Right, also, yeah, you would have had to have changed back into Edna, but they were not paying attention to you, so I'm not
Yeah.
going to go through all the
Yeah.
rules
Yeah.
involved with that.
Cool.
You, and, yeah. And yeah, you could have made the hole big enough for you to change into Edna again. You would be able to move, but
Oh,
you
yeah.
could change into Edna.
Oh yeah, I made it wide
Essentially
enough,
like
and I'm
this and be
just
like,
sitting there.
polymorph!
Yeah, like I just give a little like internal scream.
Yeah. Well, there's somatic components, so or I mean the verbal components rather.
Yeah, I was like,
So, yeah.
badger.
Fucking badger. Yeah.
Little dinky fuzzball.
Yeah. Those are the verbal components for polymorph. I don't know if you knew that. Little fucking fuzzball badger. Fuck.
So yeah, I'm down the hole and I'm fucking booking it.
Booking it.
Yeah, we're booking it. Yeah.
Dashing.
Okay, yeah. So you guys are able to travel. Well, no. What's your cons for it? Yeah, it affects both of you. What's your con score as a badger?
I think it was +1 or +0.
I mean, it makes a very negligible difference, but
+1.
okay.
Thank you. Yeah, it's +1.
All right, so you guys are able to dash like and move like 40 feet as little badgers, fucking down the little holes for a bit of it, but very quickly you are. This is totally abnormal for you. You're like you can't run anymore. Your little badger body's like, fuck you. I'm going normal speed now. So yeah, you guys
So yeah, we'll just keep at
are
that.
booking it still as fast as you can, conceivably.
Shit.
Question.
Yes.
I should
As
have done
polymorph,
better.
do I still have all my abilities?
No.
No.
Okay.
You
I'm
literally
already a
have
badger.
the only thing you
The
maintain.
arsenal
Is
came
your-
with a badger.
Is your personality.
The only
That's all
thing you maintain is your personality and like your thoughts, but that doesn't even include your mental stats.
like your motives. Like
You have a +2 to bite. That does 1 piercing
Good
damage.
to know. Yeah, that's fine. Then we just continue on.
yeah, we just continue on as quickly as we can. Yeah, which is our full movement of 20 feet per round. I should have
Okay,
done cats.
you
Why
guys-
didn't I do cats?
You guys, in the course of in the next few moments following the 2 gunshots ring out, you see a number of in a small portion, like from your distance, it's like between 4 of the points of light that you recognize to be the braziers, you see a series of maybe 5 or so small points of light that you could presume to be torches being held by figures come out on this side of the hedgehog fence here.
Okay.
And start to make their way in like a fanning out position or direction across the clearing here. They're not moving quickly, I wouldn't say. Like they're not
God, we should
bolting
make like 100
across.
holes.
Oh God, right?
They're not bolting
A
across.
golfer's worst nightmare it just gets.
Groundhog Day.
But they are making their way out. From this distance, let me actually get for those of you who aren't, everyone who's left, let me get your perception modifier.
7.
Nice.
7.
Okay. And Lori
3.
Oh yeah, Keshev's is 3.
and Keshev.
Who has done nothing this We forgot about him this whole time.
I got nothing to do for him.
I chose spell slots. What's he gonna do?
Keshev and Arydun, you guys both notice that among them, because it's not tied to a torchlight specifically, it doesn't stick out to the same degree. You guys do see in a bounding leap the larger figure, what actually for the first time that you and Keshev have seen is the direwolf bounds over the wall in one fell jump and starts to make its way out, just kind of circling, like kind of weaving back and forth behind this sort of front line of torchlit searchers that are making their way out.
This is maybe where that 20 feet down helps.
Yeah.
Over the course of the next couple minutes,
Can't smell us around the corner.
over the course of the next couple minutes, they make their way out a decent way into the field, and you see over those few minutes, several others further up the road have broken out as well from the hedgehog line, and one other further down the road have broken out, and kind of this front line that's being created kind of curves back, and then now follows along that side and is making its way out there as well. Took a minute for word to travel, and they're making their way out as well. About the time that they're maybe halfway across this clearing towards you guys, boop, boop, 2 little badgers pop their way
As
out.
soon as we are up and out, drop.
Move.
I say to them, they're coming this way to find us.
Yes.
Which you saw, yeah. Run! I tap past
Lori
my
walks
face.
over to you. Takes the ring, puts it on, isn't attuned. Go.
Not to.
No, too, but fuck it, go. Yeah.
This is a question. If Lori were to die without being attuned to it, is Morty just trapped in the ring?
I mean,
No,
someone
he's
else
a-
could
Oh
just
no,
do it.
okay.
Yeah.
But if he were to die,
No,
Somebody else could just
okay, okay.
Just like
But
the,
he's trapped until someone else attunes.
it's like if you
Yeah.
attune to an item and the magic item got destroyed, that attunement slot would free up because the
Okay.
attunement was broken.
Okay.
On
But he would
its
still
end,
be in
if
the
you
ring.
died, the attunement slot would just be broken on your end. So,
So
yeah.
Morty would still be in the ring until someone
Until
attunes
someone
to it.
attuned to it,
Okay.
yes, absolutely, yeah. Which is like, as you may have noticed, this is an item akin to Raven Slumber, the necklace that,
Don't know what that is. I watched 1.5 episodes of the first episode.
the first campaign.
First campaign, yeah.
Oh, damn.
So she does not
Yeah,
know about...
when they find
Well,
Raven
yeah.
Slumber, there's a wolf that's been living in it for who knows how the
Yeah.
fuck long. Because it was the person who previously owned it, it was his beast companion.
Okay.
Basically, they have a little Pokeball for Trinket.
I meld my way back out of the woods to join everybody else.
I mean, they're in the woods. The hole is in the woods, so
Yeah, I
you
know.
just back
I
over
meld
to
out of the
We're running.
woods.
I,
Because it
Scar-
was
We're running, it's bad!
because I rolled stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're coming back out.
You're moving.
yeah.
Past
And
the
I'll
trace.
tell
Yeah.
them where I saw the lights coming so
Okay.
that we can avoid
Um,
those.
Like, before I run, I cast Dark Vision on you.
Okay.
Yeah. They were fucking off.
Okay. So pass without trace. Let me get stealth checks from everybody.
I still haven't.
Has it been an hour?
Man, I still have a straight roll because her thing.
At this point, you're probably just within an hour. But the thing is
Okay.
the time that the check is rolled versus it actually persisting, it's gonna run out a couple
Okay.
minutes into your run. So go ahead and roll
Okay.
disadvantage.
Don't fuck me, kind of.
Oh.
That's okay.
We had 10.
Oh
Add
no.
10.
That's not gonna
Add
help
10.
much.
Oh, let me get.
And-
Did you yourself and Keshev?
Oh, I need to do Keshev.
Is it a 1?
Fuck you, Keshev!
That's good enough then.
But a -1?
That's fine. It's still
Okay, because it's
Plus
average
10.
group, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, plus
Yeah,
I mean,
he does it differently than
it's
I
as
do.
long as you don't do the one.
As long as you don't do the
You
one.
have the plus 10 to counter it, but the plus 10 can't help him.
Yeah.
36.
You
Disgusting.
tied Lori. You guys both 36th. I forgot to add 10.
Thank you, but also I hate you.
21.
We tied the fucking.
11.
So 21 with a 5 roll.
Because I got a 2.
Minus
-1,
one.
plus 10.
Plus 10.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Edna got a 17.
With the plus 10.
Oh wait, no, hang on. Sorry, hang on. That's not it. Plus, that's sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, sorry. Edna got a 20. Keshev got a 30.
These are with the plus 10?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, 20, 30.
The whole group is pretty fucking good.
It's just
Yeah.
I mean, you
I'm
still
still
are
getting
at
used to
10.
the dark vision.
And I was about to say, and Arydun can't see. So
I
she
have
can't-
dark vision. I have dark
You
vision.
did cast
Yeah.
dark vision.
I cast it already.
Yeah.
Oh, so you did it once you came out.
Yeah, once I came out, I was like, okay, we're going.
Yeah, make sure we're
Yeah.
doing spell slots. But yeah,
I did.
okay, so
yeah,
you
I
do-
did. Yeah.
So she's got 8 hours of dark vision.
And that's not concentration, right?
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
that is not concentration.
All right. So she's not used to having dark vision. Is the narrative explanation for the 11 here with a plus fucking 10. Yeah. So like the shadows, given that it's nighttime and this is kind of the more applicable usage of Pass Without Trace here, the shadows seem to cling to you guys a bit more than is natural. And it throws Arydun off. She's like, "Where are you guys?" And like he's like running into the vast people a little bit, but you guys are still making your way fucking through the forest with an average of probably around. Probably an average of just under 30. Like your average is probably like 28. So
Fantastic.
yeah, that's fantastic.
I don't know, should I be nice and start doing that? Like,
Where are you going?
We're following the course. I mean, we're going back to the coast.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you're sticking to
Sticking to
the same way that you made it here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
survival
She can
check.
do that.
Survival check. Alright.
Lori will help you. In which case she'll actually just roll.
She'll just
you
roll herself?
roll one.
Okay.
Which is good.
We're good.
Okay.
We just follow the woods.
That's a 12.
Okay, I got a 25.
Okay, cool.
So Kristen bleeds a little bit into Edna. She's like,
Yeah.
not quite focused on tracking you guys' direction and making sure you're sticking to the path, but Lori is doing a good job of making sure that everyone's keeping it tight and on the path. Yes.
I am going to use a bonus action at some point during all this. Yeah.
Do you need
Yeah.
it to be? I can.
Save.
Yeah, save the spell slots.
Yeah, this is what this is for.
So the way it was meant to be listened to?
Yeah.
I have dirt on the winds.
You shouldn't do that. Usually gets in the way of filming stuff.
Alright, with all due respect to Jordan, Levi, and Ken, it's gonna be a real fucking boring session if it's just the three of us here.
Especially since I don't know where my body is. Like, I really don't like that my mini is over here on top of the screen by itself, and here's you guys, like, in the house.
Alrighty, glue has been applied.
Fuck yeah!
Still roll any dice in it.
Yeah, we'll just leave that sitting here for a minute.
And I mean, honestly, after like 3 or 4 hours, you should be able to use it normally.
You're already way ahead of what I can do.
I wouldn't even know how to hold it.
I have a guitar.
Good for you.
I only...
Plug into your PlayStation and set zero on it.
No, it's an acoustic guitar. I was only given 3 lessons for it. And at that point, my dad and stepmom were like, we're now sick of your guitar.
Yeah, your dad and stepmom were bad people.
This is from February.
Shit.
Mine.
Well, you were Jordan Betterby.
Yep.
That's not little Dicky bitch. Yeah. Well, that'll be his get a move on sign.
Yeah, fucked up.
Turn up over.
I'm proud of him though. Last week he actually went rogue, dueling short swords,
Nice.
and went stabby. And I was like,
Oh, you channeled your inner Drizzt.
right.
Except, you know, you weren't terrible. Well, kind of.
Why was he terrible?
Drizzt? Drizzt sucks. He's the worst.
How so?
It's just...
Do-do-do-do-do.
it's... ugh. I'm the only good drow in the universe and everybody loves me.
Oh, squish. Freebird!
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Just don't play Stairway to Heaven. No Stairway.
One of the best things to do at a bar
Play Freebird!
that has a jukebox is just to queue up about 10 Freebird songs in a row. By about the fifth one, people start looking around. By about the seventh one, somebody usually goes and unplugs the jukebox.
Yeah.
But it is a favorite pastime of mine.
You seem like that kind of asshole, you know?
Oh yeah, he absolutely looks like the salt and pepper diner asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the better way to do that is to select all the same song, but throw one different one in there. Because it gives people hope.
Now,
Point of order, am I fucking like Spider-Maning along the walls? What's going on
you
here?
are halfway up the staircase.
Okay, that's fine.
And I just didn't want to fuck up the staircase and put you there, but you are about halfway up the staircase.
Okay, that's fine.
Actually, I'm just going to have. I also deleted our initiative list, so I'm just going, because there's not actual combat going on, I'm going to have everybody roll initiative just to determine the order.
That's not great.
You'll notice my binder and dice are not out.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the one where he got 30 initiative.
No,
31.
no.
Is it good or bad?
Mm-hmm.
It's bad. It's bad for you, which is still like a
It's not
17.
great, so yeah, 17.
Lori rolled a 17, which with their bonus. 25. Hold on. Yeah, 25 is 20. Ooh.
Oh god.
Okay, Lori's up there though. 22.
I guess River gets to go first.
20 to 15.
16.
Fuck you.
On River's turn, just
That's
a bit
one
of
of the
gas
lowest
left
I've
in the
ever
body
seen
comes
roll,
out.
honestly.
Yep, I rolled.
Everyone's joking about it, but honestly, that's bad for you. That's it. 15 to 20 to 15. Jeez.
14.
Okay, 15 to 10, 14.
10, 10.
Fuck.
And I rolled a 9.
Damn,
How many
guys.
pluses to it?
No, I mean I rolled a 5 plus 4.
Okay.
So yeah, it's 9. Okay, are we really gonna start this again? Fucking dice.
Yeah.
I rolled 3 nat 20s in a row on Tuesday. Shape the fuck up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
You didn't
6.
roll them, though.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
Fair, but you know.
Hi. Hi.
I'm gonna
Shitting on my accomplishment, asshole.
Look, I already told you good job on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's fair. Good shit.
the color of the robe and the trim.
Two questions on that score.
Yeah.
One, is there an orange?
There's not like where the overall color of it's orange.
Yeah.
There's not. He generally favored like dull greens, dull blues,
And
or
dark purple's like a stereotype.
I'll take a dark purple.
There's
Is it?
Fuck
no dark
everything.
Oh man. Fine. I'll take a dull blue. Is he
Okay.
my size?
You are
6'2".
probably. He was a slender, slightly taller because he's a high elf. So,
All right. Gonna
and
take.
given that this is how it works in D&D, yeah,
Yeah.
you fit it.
Gonna take that and keep looking.
Okay. So yeah, you're like, oh, this is nice. You just trash the rest of the wardrobe. There is like the other thing that your
Just
attention is
looking at the
immediately.
floor, one for you.
The other thing that your attention is immediately drawn to in trying to ransack the room is that there's a nightstand very pointedly, like with a big drawer on the front. Opening it up before trashing it.
Are you kidding?
Oh my god.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's amazing.
That's why we have other people who take notes.
Yeah, this is
Daldeck.
Hi.
Is it Daldeck?
Roll a history check.
yeah.
He's granting pity on you. That's
Alright, we have a good history. Good history.
No, you don't.
We do.
No, yeah, because
It's one of my few good things I can do. Well, 16.
This is not Zelda.
Okay. Do I remember this gentleman's name?
No.
What's your play, big cat?
As he is akin to do though, as soon as you open the door and look in, as he's sitting in that far booth, you see him because his eyes just raise up to see you come in, to see your figure, though you don't look like you, come in the door, and he looks back down to the tanker that he's just sitting in that.
Yeah, I go over to him.
Okay.